Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Business Spotlight, the podcast where we shine a light on the incredible entrepreneurs and business leaders in our community. I'm your host, Craig Wipperman with Music City Action Coach, and today we're excited to introduce to you someone who's blazing a trail in asphalt striping right here in Nashville. Our guest today is Matthew Van Hook, owner of 1-800-Striper. We'll dive into Matt's background, explore the challenges he's faced, and the successes he's celebrated. Whether you're a fellow entrepreneur, an aspiring business owner, or someone who simply loves to support local businesses, this conversation is sure to inspire and inform. So without further ado, let's welcome Matt to the podcast. Matt, how you doing today?
Doing good. Thank you, Craig, for allowing me to come on here.
Yeah, man. Thanks for being here. Ton of fun. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how you came to own 1-800-Striper.
Yeah. So as a kid, I've always been an entrepreneur. Even when I was 14 years old, I started my own barbecue business. And my granddad and my aunt, they've been in the Christian music industry, and they have entrepreneur background as well too in the Christian music. And I majored in management and sport management and a minor in business management. And then I've just been saving up for a franchise and been wanting to do that with my dad. And we saved up and we were looking at franchises and we bought this one.
Awesome. What made you decide on this one?
Yeah, it's a simple business plan. That was a big part of it. You just paint the lines, but there's more. I mean, there's more to that, but you don't have a electricity bill or anything else like that. It's a simple business plan, and then it responds to my organization skills, and then also my detailness and my hard work. So yeah.
So that's the magic. That's the magic mix then, right?
Yes.
That detailed work. So tell us about the detail. What attention to detail do you have to have with
Yeah.
striping?
So in as a line, so in parking lots, it's got to be very precise. And because if you're off, I mean, it's also safety because everybody's driving and you got to know where to park, and it's got to be compatible with the ADA compliant. And so
Oh,
if it's not ADA compliant, then I mean that's somebody else's life right there, and so you gotta be right on. And I love that kind of stuff. So yeah.
awesome, man. Yeah, you don't ever stop to think about it, but I do get frustrated when honestly, you see things every now and then you'll see something out of line, and it'll like, oh, that's not right, and it's just not consistent with the way it is you've seen it before.
Yeah,
But
well, and going along with that too, with so many people moving into Nashville, it's as a business, if you're in a restaurant business or if you're in any other business, the first thing that you actually see is the parking lot. And
mhm,
they may not realize, even the customer may not realize it, but you get them in, and their process, the customer's process, if they like it or not, happens within the first 7 minutes of them
yeah,
seeing. And so the first 7 minutes, half of that is in the parking lot. And
yeah,
so just like that, if you get them in the parking lot, if you have a great parking lot, then it shows, oh, okay, I keep up with it, and they like it new, they like it fresh, and it just pops as well too.
yeah, yeah. So I know a guy who owns a parking service, and his kind of mission vision statement is we continuously deliver excellent first and last impressions, and
Yes.
you guys are even one step before that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome someone into a parking lot or into a venue.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So how long do you own the business?
So we've been in it for just over a year now.
Oh
Uh,
wow, only a year. So
yeah.
what were you doing before?
So I graduated college, and the first day after graduation, I was on a plane to our headquarters with my dad in New York, and got trained for a week. And so it was just kind of like, "Hey, congratulations! Now go work." So
It's
yeah,
fantastic. So in it for a year, and is it you and your dad? Do you have anybody else helping you? You do have a
yeah,
crew, at least one crew, I
yeah,
know, right?
yeah. Yeah, so we've hired a crew and probably two crews right now, and we have a sales team and estimating team, and yeah, just been growing it step by step. So yeah,
Fantastic. How many total employees is that?
right now actually we have 6 employees, and so that's part of the simple business plan as well too. You don't need that many employees. And
Hmm.
so it's good. Yeah.
Yeah. And are you looking to hire more?
Yes, for sure. But just, I mean, you're always hiring in the business
Hmm.
because
Yeah.
somebody's gonna leave, and then somebody might have to. You may need to say, "Hey, I need you to leave," or whatever. But and if that comes up and you're not prepared for that, then you're like, "Oh, shoot, I got what do I do?" I gotta do this one part of the business, but then now I got to hire, but if you're always hiring, you can fill that in, and people are gonna get sick. So
Right. Right. Exactly. Yeah. Managing resources. That's a part of job ownership, right?
yeah,
Managing human resources.
yeah.
So how do you market your business? How do you get leads?
Yeah, so there's a few different things that we do. So we really have three different customers, I should say. One is the end user. So, like if you own your own parking lot, or if you have a house, I know that's kind of shocking that I'm saying that, but if we do basketball courts as well too. So if somebody wants a driveway basketball court, I can easily do that for you. And so we go after those people, and then as well too, there's the property managers, and so they. But you gotta approach them differently than you approach an end user. An end user you can just kind of cold call, but a property management group you gotta be in a relationship because it's about trust. They need to trust you. And then the last group is pavers, and that is like even more trust than all the others. And so you got to approach them in a different way as well too. And that group is kind of longer process to reach them and be in with them because
Right.
you got to really get their trust. And so,
Right.
yeah.
So pavers, when you say the pavers,
Mhm.
who is a paver? Is that people who pave roads? Is
Yeah.
that what they mean?
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, got
So pave roads, also general contractors. That's another group that we try to get in with. And I'm trying to think.
it. And so how do you get in with these guys? What's your marketing plan or strategy?
Yeah, so it's a lot of face to face type of stuff, and so being in different associations,
Hmm.
that is a big deal, and that because that's where they all are. They're trying to grow their business as well too, so they're all in these different organizations. And so if you can be in that, then you have the face to face. And then when you meet them, you can email them, "Hey, it was so great to see you, and hope to connect more soon," stuff like that.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. And so that's working out pretty well for you?
Yeah, and like I said, it takes time. It's a process, but I'm starting to see it's kind of like a snowball effect. Like
Mhm.
as starts small, but then now it's picking up steam and stuff like that. So,
Yeah. So you've been doing this for a year. What's the most valuable thing you've learned in the last year?
oh man, the well, kind of the highs have been getting the first job. And but I've really learned how to be a great leader and manager and how to do it right rather than being like, oh, hey, you got to listen to me because I'm your boss and I'm 25, and but it's
Mhm.
like because I found a way to do it nicely, but also authoritative. And so,
Mhm.
um, and we have a great crew that's very respectful. And so that's one of the big things.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Dealing with people
Yeah,
and um, finding out their communication style, what makes them click, how you can dial into that and motivate them that way. It doesn't work if you try to motivate everybody the same way. You got to
yeah,
figure out what works with the individual.
yeah. And how can I help them? And
Yeah,
so
right.
and that's been a fun. I love to help people, and so
Yeah.
and in this industry too, you're in the service industry, and I feel like
Mhm.
business is a service industry because you're
Mhm.
out there helping, and
Yeah.
um, and so that I just I like helping people, and so
Mhm.
when I know how to help them, I love that. I tell my employees if you make a mistake or you don't know something, come tell me immediately because that now I know how I can help you. And if it
Mhm.
goes unseen, then I couldn't help you. And so
Mhm.
that is very important. So to me,
Yeah. Without question, dude. I used to work in a service industry too. We had the company that I was part of had a very simple culture statement: be real, be accountable, be an owner. Be real meant don't wait till the last minute to where I can't give you more resources to fix something. You got to come to me with a problem, early so that we can work together, to try and fix it. Don't try and be superhero, keep me informed.
yeah.
So yeah, I'm tracking with you on that one. What's the hardest moment you've had in the last year?
Yeah, I think it's been the building the relationships and because that just takes time. And sorry. Yeah, and that just takes time. And so that that's been the hardest time because you got to build trust and trust takes time. And
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could have it done like that. It'll be a whole lot easier. And I just want if people would know who we are and what type of person I am, then here we go, and
Yeah,
but it just
yeah.
takes I mean, we've already in just a year, we've already had ha- I don't know how many people have already been repeat customers and already in just a year. And
Yeah.
so they just got to see us, know us, and then yeah.
That's awesome, man. That's fantastic. Uh, let's see. What's the biggest challenge in your industry right now?
That's a good question. Yeah, I think one of the biggest challenges is that it goes unrecognized. People don't really think about paving and think about striping the line in a parking lot or anything else like that. But then when you bring it to their attention, then it's like, oh yeah, I actually do need that. And so
Mm-hmm.
I think to teaching them how it's actually cheaper if you get it striped every other year. Because if
Mm-hmm.
you were to wait, let's say 10 years to do a parking lot restripe, that actually costs a lot more money. It actually
Mm-hmm.
costs 10 times as much money if you were to wait than to
Mm-hmm.
redo it. So like if and that's happened to us multiple times where like if these people were just gone with us, we would have saved them 10 literally 10 times as much money. I know that is like that may sound like I'm over exaggerating, but I'm not. Like it
Yeah.
legit, I've got the proof. Like, and so that's and two, if you do it every other year, your lines are bright. They are like super. I mean, they make it look so much beautiful and um, up to date and stuff like that too. So yeah,
Yeah, cool. It's not unlike maintaining your vehicles,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Or any piece of machinery. You can't wait till the last minute, when you blow a head gasket.
yeah,
And you've got to be proactively at least changing your oil every
yeah.
3 to 5,000 miles, right?
Yeah, I mean, because too, it costs more too, because I gotta make more resources. I gotta use more resources because the lines, as time goes on and more cars keep driving on it, the lines fade, and so you can't
Hmm.
see them. So now I have to use different ways to make it as straight as it can be, as parallel as it can be, and centered as it can be, and it also takes more time too. So I got to pay my guys more, and as well as the resources that we use.
Hmm. Hmm. Would you say, oh, here's a quite good question, right up that line. Would you say your business is price driven or value driven?
I think it's both, honestly, like because we bring the value of it, and then also too, if like I said earlier, if you were to wait on until you needed to redo the whole parking lot, that is actually more expensive. And so we are actually the cheapest way to make your lines look brand new. And that's actually what we tell people is that we are the cheapest way that to make your parking lot brand as uh, good as new. And you don't have to spend tens of thousands of dollars. You spend a couple thousand,
Yeah, right,
if
right.
that. I mean,
Yeah,
it's a- as cheap as it can be.
yeah, right.
But
Um, what,
we
what, go ahead.
but of course, you can get somebody that's a little bit cheaper than us, but you're not going to get the same quality and
Hmm.
and quantity as we can give you, and
Hmm.
because we like to be very precise, like I've been saying this whole time, and that is who we are. And we actually have a deal with Sherwin Williams traffic paint. I mean, so the stuff that you see on the highways, that's what we use. And
Hmm.
so we're giving you the highest quality that we can give you at a cheaper price too.
Hmm. Hmm. Great. Tell me what's holding you back. What's limiting you in your current state?
Yeah, I think right now, since it's been the first year, we're just learning what what works. And so who is the best at doing this, or this guy may be better in this area, or he might be better in meeting people or stuff like that. And so now we're starting to figure those things out, and so that is building on itself. So
Hmm.
I would say that, especially in year one, that was kind of the biggest thing, and just trying out different things, and we're figuring that out.
Yeah. And what makes you different? You've touched on it, but tell me, what in your own words here, what makes you unique and different from your competitors?
Yeah, we're cheaper than anybody else, and then the quality of us. I think that's the biggest thing. We come in uniformed, and we don't sub that out. We don't sub this out. This is my guys doing the work. And all that we do is paint the lines. We don't seal coat. We don't do anything with that kind of stuff. We have we sub that stuff out, but we paint the lines, and we want to be great in one area, and
Mhm.
we know it in and out. This is what we do, and
Mhm.
that is the biggest thing that we do. And so we come in with the guys trained, they're all trained, and the headquarters of where we are is in Rochester, New York. They've been doing this for over 25 years. So we have 25 years of experience under our belt. And so I've been trained by them, and now I use that to train others. And so, okay, they may be doing this for a couple months or whatever, but they have the trained as if they've been in it for 25 years. And so we come in being trained, but then also wearing a uniform. We have all of our guys are in uniform, and then we come in sober, no smoking, no drinking on the side as well too. There's none of that. And because if well, first of all, the paint is flammable. So that's no good if you if you catch fire on that. But then also too, you got to paint straight. If you're not sober, then you can't paint straight. And
Right.
so we take all the measurements, we take all of the different avenues, and we cover those. And so I think that's what sets us apart as well too. And we want to come in with a fun attitude and smile on our face. And like I've been saying, this is a service, and we just want to help people. And that's what sets us apart. And we love having fun.
Yeah. Yeah. So uh it's you're the cheapest with the highest quality.
Mhm. Yeah.
That uh it might take some time to prove.
Yeah, exactly. But we have all 5-star reviews. And so if you use us, then you're going to be like, oh, wow, I love this. I love these guys. And
Awesome. I got 3 questions to ask you. Is that okay?
yeah,
First one, is there a book that you read maybe some time ago? You're pretty young in your 20s, some time ago, maybe been as short as, 2 or 3 years ago. But is there a book you've read some time ago, or one that you've read recently, or a leader that you've been inspired by, or maybe someone, a mentor or someone that you looked up to and relied upon? Can you share with us who that is or what book that
yeah,
is?
yeah. So what I've been reading actually is this book by John C. Maxwell
Oh, yeah.
called The Ultimate Guide to Developing Leaders. Invest in people like your future depends on it. And so
Hmm.
for me, that's huge because one, as a management degree and as a manager and owner, but I want to develop leaders. And the reason why is because now they can be doing that work. And now I can focus on other aspects of the business. And rather than doing all these different things, now I can focus on this one. And then if I have the right leader. And so the biggest thing too is develop, and but you got to find the right people too. And then once you find them, uh make them into a great leader. And so that's the what I'm
Yeah.
taking away from it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, John Maxwell been around quite some time, and as probably the world's expert on leadership. So you can't go wrong with that guy,
Yeah.
you know.
Yep.
So tell me this now, Matt. If I were a genie in a bottle and I could grant you one wish and I'd sprinkle fairy dust on the problem, tell me what area in your business would I sprinkle fairy dust on for you to fix and change today?
Yeah. Yeah. I would do the relationships. I think if all of that was already great and the right people knew about us and everybody knew about us, I think I that's what I would want is to change is, but because that takes the most time. And so
Yeah. Yeah. And then last question. What is it? Tell me what it is you're most proud of here a year in.
yeah, just the growth of myself
Hmm.
as a businessman, as a man in general, and the business growth as well too. Seeing it where it was last